The mobile market has exploded. We're not going to spend too much time this morning talking about all the trends associated with this, but there are a couple we feel are very important to you. So probably as no surprise, experts are predicting that there's going to be more people using smartphones than feature phones within a year. But what's important is that your customers' GIS now can become more accessible by a larger market than ever before. Just as important is that in the last year, usage of maps on mobile devices has increased 46%. So we've got an emerging smartphone market, and they're using maps. To enable you to target this new market, we're doing two things. We're putting ArcGIS in the hands of people it didn't reach before, and we're giving you the tools to build solutions for them. Since submitting ArcGIS in Apple's App Store and the Microsoft Marketplace last summer, we've had well over 125,000 downloads. Why am I telling you this? Well, ArcGIS is in the hands of people it would never have reached before. They would never have been exposed to it. They're using the application. They're being exposed to the capabilities of the system. It's being showcased to them, and they're demanding more. Through mobile APIs, we're giving you the ability to give them more. So let's take a look at the ArcGIS application, and specifically some functionality that we've released since last summer. Here we have an iPhone. I'll start up the application, and it displays a map of the Esri campus. This map is actually special because it allows me to collect or edit data. This capability is new since last November. So there are various different types of features we can collect. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to propose a new location for a park. So let's get into our area of interest. Now, at any time during the editing process, I can tap and hold to bring up the magnifier, and that'll give me more fine-grained experience. So let's move this park a little bit closer to the road. Should I make a mistake at any point, I can simply take the device, give it a little shake, and undo. We also have a button for that. You don't really need to shake it. Okay, that's great. It's a good location. Let's add a little bit of data, and we're done. So this is a brand new feature we've created. It's being posted back to ArcGIS server, and it's being stored in a feature service. Also late last year, we released the first ArcGIS application running on Windows Phone. So here I have a Windows Phone. Let's start up the application. This application is the exact same application I just showed you. It's got a similar user experience. It's got a similar user workflow. It's got the exact same capabilities. So here it opens up to our new feature. I can tap on the feature to get at some of the data that we've created, but I can also add more data. In this case, I'm going to add an attachment that will be a photo that is stored already on my device. Now, this photo will be posted back to the server. I can also attach other types of documents, videos, PDFs, Word documents. Okay, so we've attached this photo. It's part of our service. It's being stored on ArcGIS server. I'd like to show you something completely new. It's ArcGIS running on Android. Now, the application isn't available yet, but it will be in the April-May timeframe. So until then, I'd like to show you just some of the stuff we've been working on for this platform. The application opens up, in this case, to the gallery because that's the state in which I last left it. But I've got the same user experience and the same capabilities in this application that I do across the platforms. So here's our recreation map that we've been working with this morning. Let's go ahead and open that up. And we see our new feature that we've created. Let's get a little tighter on that. Also available in this application is the ability to collect data. The exact same capability that we're providing on the other platforms. So here we'll create a drinking fountain for our new park. So what have we showed you here today? Well, we've showed you ArcGIS running on all three platforms: iOS, Windows Phone, and now Android. Let's talk a little bit about the schedule. Our goal when releasing apps and APIs is to release them in 3 to 4 month intervals. This allows us to put capabilities in your hands faster. A couple of dates of note. Late last year, we updated the iOS application to include editing. We also launched the first ArcGIS application running on Windows Phone. And in the April-May timeframe, we've got a couple of other exciting releases. We'll have the first ArcGIS application running on Android. We'll have a significant update to the iOS application as well, which includes bookmarks, legend, and the ability to change base maps. When we release an application, we're also going to release its corresponding API. The version numbers will be the same, the capabilities will be the same. So what does this mean? Well, for example, when iOS version 2.0 hits the App Store, we'll also release 2.0 of the API. It'll have the same capabilities. So the capabilities you see in the application will also be available to you at the API level. Currently, all three APIs are in public beta. The brand new Android API, as well as some significant updates to both Windows Phone and iOS, including an improved editing experience, the ability to sketch, and also routing. Geoprocessing also supported in all of the APIs. So you can take your customers' advanced analysis and build it into their custom workflows. Up until now, we've been talking about native applications. Applications that get downloaded to the device and run directly on the device. Well, you also have another option available to you, and that is to build a custom web application that runs within the browser of your mobile device. To help illustrate this, let's take a look at this browser. It's a desktop browser. It's using the JavaScript viewer to display the map we've been working with this morning. Here's the same viewer, the same map on a mobile device. The text is small, the user experience not quite what we would like. Now, here's a custom mobile web application built using the ArcGIS API for JavaScript and HTML5. It's displaying the same map, but we have full control over the user experience, and we can tailor it to best fit this form factor. Another interesting thing about mobile web applications is that they can run cross-mobile browser as well as cross-platform. So this brings us to an interesting question. It's actually a very common question that we get from business partners almost on a weekly basis, and that is, should I build a native application or should I build a mobile web application? Well, there's a number of factors that you need to consider in order to make this decision. Market penetration. Do I need to take advantage of the market penetration that the app stores and the marketplaces provide me? Cost effective. Is it cost effective for me to build an application for multiple platforms? Functionality. User experience. Do I get the same functionality and the same user experience if I build a native application versus a mobile web application? So these are just some of the factors that you're going to need to consider in order to make this decision. However, our goal and our commitment to you is to provide you with the tools in order to build an application that best serves your customer's business model.